is up, everyone? Oh my god, it's been a while. It has been a while since I last uploaded. I have all the time in the world now. Let me get back to basics, and that's what we're gonna do here today. So in today's videos, you already know, we're going to go back into basics, and I am going to teach you how to find your foundation shade. This has been like a few requests on Instagram, in my DMs, and as much as I try to explain it, it's just like I feel like I don't get my point across in the DM. So I decided, let me do a whole video explaining all the ways that you can find your foundation shade, as well as the reality of it, because I feel like there's still people out there that just don't really understand, and they get really frustrated. And trust me, I totally get it, but I'm here to guide you. My name is Madonna. You can find me on Instagram as Madonna MUA, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. First things first, when it comes to finding your foundation shade, I think you need to have a pretty good understanding of where your skin tone lies, okay? And I say this because as an employee of a makeup beauty store, I see a lot of clients walking in, and when I color match them to what their foundation, to what it looks like, and it looks perfect, they seem to think that they look darker or that they look brighter or whatever the case may be, until they look in the mirror and then they notice, oh my god, it's perfect. So I feel like a lot of people don't really have that clear understanding of where their skin tone is, and then they have this realization, oh my god, I didn't realize that I was actually this pale, or that I was actually darker. I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't know why a lot of clients kind of like see it as a bad thing. It's just, I guess you weren't self-aware. So I just feel like you need to be self-aware of where your skin tone is. So that's why my first step is to look in the mirror. Not to be rude, but no, really. Like, take a deep look in the mirror and take a look, like, you know, am I light? Am I fair? Am I medium? Am I tan? Am I tan deep, dark? You know, all these other shades that are in the brand lines. Even at drugstores and Sephora's and Ulta's, the brands themselves already put out where the ranges stop and end. So they have their fair to light shades, then their light to mediums, and they have their, you know, medium tans and dark shades. They all have like their specific section. So if you can identify where you are in terms of like, am I medium, am I light, am I tan, then you can kind of narrow down a little bit easier in terms of which shade will be better for you. You can also do that online as well. All these brands, they have everything categorized so that you can kind of see it. Step number 2, we need to figure out what our undertone is. You can be light, you can be medium, you can be dark, but if you don't know where your undertone is, you might get a foundation shade that doesn't work for you, even though you were in the right category, right? To figure out where your undertone is, do it by jewelry or looking at your wrist. So for me, as an example, I'm gonna show you, hold on, give me a second. An example, I don't know if you can see, but my veins tend to look a little bit on the green side. Since they are more on the green side, that means that I am more of a warm undertone. Whoa, that's a huge difference in color. I am more of a warmer undertone. So I know that when I go look for a foundation, I'm a warm undertone. I gotta go ahead and be in the mediums or light mediums, because I'm not tan. This is not tan. Tan is darker than me. And I'll go look at what their undertone names are. If your veins appear to be blue or purple, then you're more of a cooler undertone. So that means you'll go for more cooler undertones, more pink undertones if you have blue or purple kind of colored veins. Like a blue-green, like you kind of see both colors in the wrist and you're like unsure which one it is, you're most likely an undertone, a neutral undertone. And neutral undertone people, they can lean towards either way, whichever side they want to go. They can go more like cooler undertones, and they can go more warmer undertones. But usually the foundations will just say like neutral, and that's the one that will best suit them. If you have like blue-green veins. If looking at your veins is a little bit unclear for you, another easy way to look and see which undertone is best for you is if you look at yourself with some jewelry. So all you gotta do, I'm gonna use me as an example. I mean, I have foundation on and everything. You can kind of see I like warmer, I look yellow, I like looking, you know, bronze. So I have a warm undertone foundation on. And it's gonna look even warmer as soon as I put this on. But for me as an example, I personally like the way gold looks on me. I just feel like it's a lot more flattering against my skin. I feel like I stand out more with a gold jewelry on. So that tells me that I had a warm undertone. Now if I went and put on a silver necklace, it's not as flattering. You know, it's cute, this necklace is cute and all, but it's just not as flattering as how a gold colored necklace will look on me. So this is how I know I don't have a cool undertone. So that would be 2 ways that you can figure out which one. And if both of them look good on you, you're neutral, honey. Neutral undertone. So those tips are basically the way to figure out where do you stand in terms of like finding your foundation. Now, let's talk about the realities of foundation, okay? The reality of foundation matching. The best way to figure out your foundation is to go into a physical store, like a Sephora or Ulta, and be able to take samples or try on a little bit on yourself and see which one matches you the best. You can walk out the store and take a look at yourself in outdoor lighting and see which one matches you the best. You know, like that's the best way, that's the surefire way for you to find your perfect foundation shade on whichever line it is that you're looking at. But the reality is not all foundations have the same name. For example, for me and my perfect match in Tarte, it's like almost done. Like, you know how much I love this foundation. Is medium tan and neutral. This one matches me perfectly and it looks beautiful on my skin. But that's what it says I am. And I wanted to try Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Luminous Foundation. This one says I'm 300C, cool tone. I have never in my life have ever been a cool tone foundation, ever. But when I swatched this at Sephora trying to figure out my shade, this one was the closest match to me, for whatever reason. They seem to run a little bit yellow. It's what I have on my face too right now. Look, does this look like a cool tone to you? Not at all. This looks pretty good. I feel like my lighting in here is absolute shit. I have new lighting coming in, guys, so don't worry about that. But I look in the mirror and this foundation is my perfect match. No two foundations will ever look the same in the bottle. Ever. It just won't happen. I have a lot of clients coming in and they always ask me, I need a foundation that's gonna match this same color, and they pour the foundation out of their bottle onto their hand and say it has to be this same color because I can't find this foundation no more. And it's like, sis, I have 2 different foundations that will match you completely, they will match you perfectly, but they do not look the same in the bottle and they do not look the same when you pour it out. So that's why you cannot find your foundation that way either. You have to blend it into your skin and see how does it look in different lighting, as well as give yourself a few minutes so that it can oxidize, will warm up to your skin to see if it changes color. So to find if a foundation is your perfect match, you want to go to a place that's not your face and you want to match either to your neck or to your décolleté down here. Obviously you have to consider hyperpigmentation, scars, things like that. So if you have a lot of that going on in certain areas, you might want to avoid those areas so you don't get confused by the color. So that's the reality of it. When it comes to finding your foundation shade, you have to swatch it. You have to take a look at how it looks against your skin tone. Does it oxidize after a while? That's why getting samples at the stores were so perfect. Right now, during these trying times, we no longer have the luxury of going to a store, at least not yet, and be able to color match and figure out which one is our shade without having to purchase multiple shades at once and hoping that we can, you know, find it. And of course, a lot of these stores are also implementing a no returns policy during this time in our climate, as we are going through this serious situation of the COVID-19. I found some website that I think can help you guys if you're really interested in buying a foundation. There's this website called Find Nation. This is what the website look like. I'm gonna link it down below so you guys can take a look. Put in your foundation that you're currently wearing or concealer that you're currently wearing, and it's going to help you find matches to that foundation that should help match you, right? Foundation right now on mine, which is my perfect match, and I am going to compare it to who else? Who do I have? Anastasia, and it's telling me that Anastasia is 340C and I got 300C. I don't know how accurate that is, but I'm gonna have to try it. It's also telling me that Fenty Beauty, where is it? Fenty Beauty is 250. That's pretty accurate because I think the match that I am supposed to be is 255. That I've tried in the store, 255, but it's saying 250 here, so I'm definitely gonna try that and see if that works. But basically, this will help you narrow it down to find that foundation that may work for you, especially if you're looking for like a specific brand, you know. So this will show you all the brands that it's supposed to help you with. So what you can do is using like tools that Sephora has. So Sephora has this. They have an app. If you don't already know, I definitely suggest downloading it if you are someone who likes to shop makeup at Sephora. It has all your recent purchases in there, so that if you need to re-up on something, you always know what is it that you buy and you don't have to rematch yourself unless you want to. So this has where is it called? I think it's in Inspire. Yep. So if you go into at the bottom, it says Inspire. Basically, we have a virtual artist right here. So all of these right here is just basically a way to like try on makeup without having to do it, and you just kind of see how it looks on yourself, and it's so cute and it's really cool. So you can do like looks. So when you get here and you do the looks, there's this one called Foundation Finder, and you click on Foundation Finder. You can do either match to a foundation that you're using, or the bottom one that says enter your color IQ. If you know what your color IQ is, which is basically the match that we used to do on Sephora, that's probably easier. But if you have a foundation that you're already wearing that kind of matches you and you want to try something new, just match to a foundation you're using. Take a look at all these brands and figure it out. So this is just another way for you to figure out what foundation will work for you, especially now during these times. It's kind of difficult because we can no longer enjoy the luxury of just playing with makeup in the store anymore. So that's just a few tips and tricks that I can give you when it comes to finding your foundation. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about this video. If there's anything that you want to know and learn. And I think next time I do one of these, I'm going to go ahead and do makeup at the same time to be a little bit more entertaining. But yeah, that is about it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching if you made it this far. Welcome back, and we're gonna be back. We're gonna come back. Let me know what you guys want to see down below in the comment section below. And yeah, that is about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, give this a thumbs up. It will definitely help me out. And follow me on all social media. So see you in the next one, guys.